My name is Chelsea Jameson, and today I will be presenting my final project on the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. I was asked to develop 3 revenue-enhancing strategies and 3 cost-saving strategies for the university after looking over their 2020 report of agreed-upon expenses and revenue. For revenue-enhancing strategies, I had come up with enhancing fundraising opportunities, increasing novelty in parking sales, and increasing advertisement emphasis. To save money for the university, the strategies I examined were to cut non-travel meals by 10%, decrease recruiting expense total by 5%, and cut direct overhead administrative expenses by 5%. The first strategy I will explain is enhance fundraising opportunities. Fundraising is a great way to bring in money to our university while also creating relationships within our community. With UL only expensing a total of $621,188 in total for fundraising over the 2020 fiscal year, I propose as a university and athletic department to host at least 10 or more fundraising events or auctions or raffles. With these implementations, we can see positive results. This is also a great chance for lower revenue generating teams to increase their likeliness and image, therefore leading to a potential rise of ticket sales and contributions. For example, the women's basketball program is the lowest revenue generating program across the board, with only receiving $11,000 in fundraising compared to other sports like football with $61,000 and men's basketball $31,000. By hosting more fundraising events or auctions or raffles for teams like that can lead to positive effects elsewhere. Referring to the last bullet, invest in to see results, was what I had just mentioned previously. To put more investment of fundraising into teams like the women's basketball team or other struggling programs, this will allow them the opportunity to produce revenue in the future. As for my second revenue-enhancing strategy, I propose to increase novelty in parking sales. Over the 2020 fiscal year, the University of Louisiana at Lafayette had generated a total of $576,164 off of novelty and parking revenue. This number was shocking to me because I feel as though this is a category that has way more revenue potential than it is being utilized for. So with my plan, I propose dropping the parking price point by 3% for football game days. This will consequently increase the number of consumers on our campus and buying parking passes for our lots. This will work in hand with increasing novelty sales because while our shuttles provide transportation from our parking lots to the stadium, it will make a stop at the campus bookstore. With this stop, we are hoping to further expose our fans and consumers to our merchandise and brand image, with the hope of leading to an increase in novelty sales because our brand image and merchandise will be fresh in their minds, and this will also allow them the opportunity to make any last-minute purchases before the game. My last revenue-enhancing strategy for our university is to increase our advertisement emphasis. By this I mean creating more of a social media advertisement and sponsorship presence. The revenue we receive from advertisement and sponsorship is important because it is used to help to pay for costs of stadiums, the maintenance of our teams, and regulate ticket prices for fans. So I propose athletic teams, along with the university, make a pledge to become dramatically more present on social media to engage with fans, promote our sponsors, and constantly get our brand image out there to the public. Another goal we would like to reach is fan interaction. Another great way for us to reach that goal is by hosting themed game nights. Themed game nights are a way to make people aware of different activities going on within their sports teams, and they will love to pay the admission to get involved. This will raise revenue produced from advertisement and sponsorships, and when my proposal proves itself with its positive impact on our financials, more people and organizations are going to want to sponsor us, only leading to future progress. And here to the right, you can see I have a picture of a flyer that was done by Old Dominion University for their women's basketball team. They had hosted a Princess Day party, which allowed people to buy tickets and vouchers to participate in this event where you dress in your best princess gear and you get to meet these basketball players and have a princess party with them before the game, which is a great way to advertise their team and get themselves out there to the public. Moving on to my cost-saving strategies for the University of Louisiana at Lafayette, I examined cutting non-travel meals by 10% for all sports, decreasing recruiting expense total by 5%, and cutting direct overhead administrative expenses by 5%. Cutting non-travel meals by 10% will save the university a total of $131,387. Over the 2020 fiscal year, UL had spent a total of $1,313,843 on non-travel meals alone. A little too generous in my opinion. If we are looking to save money, that was a way of overspending. With my implementation, each team will receive a 10% cut to their non-travel meal expense budget, which, as you can see from the table below, does not seem to damage them too much, while in hand saving the university a great amount of money. The second cost-saving strategy I propose is to decrease the total recruiting expense budget by 5%. In total, the university spent $668,521 on recruiting expenses for the 2020 fiscal year. By implementing my 5% cut proposal, the university will save $33,426. This will then lead to a new budget for overall distribution to teams. This budget is $635,095. This budget will be redistributed to the athletic teams after the necessary cuts have been made where deemed fit. For example, football will be receiving a $10,000 cut, along with non-program specific, will be receiving a $7,000 cut. Other sports will be receiving a $10,000 cut. Women's basketball will be receiving a $6,000 cut. And men's basketball will only be receiving a $426 cut. This budget cut will allow us to recruit more local talent and offer more of a chance of recruiting those young athletes who buy into our culture instead of all the money and benefits that come along with it. Similarly to my previous strategy, the last cost-saving proposal I have for the University of Louisiana is to cut direct overhead administrative expenses by 5%. These expenses had racked up a total of $1,387,405 across the athletic board in the 2020 fiscal year. By implementing the 5% cut, the university will save a sum of money of $69,370. As you can see there, I have a bullet point that says, can be enhanced for revenue purposes. I say that because with this particular strategy, the money saved from this can be used to go towards revenue enhancing strategies like fundraising opportunities that I had mentioned earlier in my project. With doing so, this will help ease the impact these athletic teams will feel from their 5% cut to their administrative expenses, because as an athletic department, we will actively be seeking funds from other parties like fundraisers, raffles, and auctions. So they will see that money obviously in the future because it will be taking care of them. Overall, this strategy offers many positive outcomes, and it can put our department and university in the direction of constant progress. And that is all for my RSM 290 final presentation on revenue enhancing and cost saving strategies for the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you even more for a great semester. See you later. Bye.